Football therapy. Okay then, now that's guitar, piano, violin, singing and scratching records. I really am running out of things to do in intros. But anyway, welcome back to Football Therapy, my friends. I hope you're all doing well. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, the daily series here on Football Therapy, where I talk about Chelsea news. Two stories I'm going to be talking about today. Jacob Steinberg of The Guardian has reported Chelsea are willing or trying to hijack the David Alaba move, him going to Real Madrid. Tuchel, Chelsea, want him at Chelsea, see what happens there. Also, Chelsea are reportedly looking to rival Manchester United yet again for the signature of Jadon Sancho, which I found quite interesting now, looking through the prism of Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Chelsea News is, of course, brought to you by OneFootball, the only application you'll ever need in terms of keeping informed with the beautiful game. It's completely and entirely free, and I use it on the regs every day. You can too by clicking the link down in the description to check out OneFootball. See this free application that gives you everything you need: stats, lineups, fixtures, transfer news, everything. So be sure you do click the link and check out OneFootball as we roll into today's Chelsea news video and talk about David Alaba first. Right, I love David Alaba. He's such an absolute baller, super versatile and experienced player that only knows winning. I think the dude is like 28 years old, but when you think of David Alaba, you think he's going to be like 34, just purely because he's been around for so long. He's won so much with Bayern Munich. He's such a versatile player. For club and country, he's played centre-half, left back, defensive midfield. I think for his country he's actually played more as a number 10 as well, just to get his quality further up the pitch. He's such an amazing player. I think he'd do well at Chelsea. When we're still being coached by Lampard, I was like, yep, he could be a second choice left back behind Ben Chilwell, as well as a elite centre half going forwards. But now, you know, the wing back system, it looks like Alonso's got a place. But he'd still make an excellent centre half for Chelsea, and you know, he could play on the left of a free back, or he could probably play left wing back or left back. Basically, he still suits Chelsea perfectly. So I do want to cite a passage from the article written by Jacob Steinberg regarding David Alaba and the links to Chelsea, because as things stood, or up until recently, we know Chelsea had an interest, but it's seemingly, well, it felt like Real Madrid had completed the move and he was just gonna go there. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of let that fizzle away, but an article comes up. This is Chelsea News. I'm here to report on the headlines, so let's read an extract from this article from The Guardian. Chelsea will try to hijack Real Madrid's move for David Alaba, who is set to leave Bayern Munich on a free transfer as Thomas Tuchel makes plans to reinforce his defense this summer. Oh yeah, that's another really important point. It's a free transfer. Amazing quality in his prime for free. Well, it's never for free, is it? You know, agents' fees and signing on fees, but still, ultimately an amazing deal. Let's read on. Although Madrid do remain strong favourites to sign Alaba after offering the defender a long-term deal last month, Chelsea are prepared to enter the race for the 28-year-old. Tuchel, who replaced Frank Lampard at Stamford Bridge last week, is shaping his transfer plans and admires the Bayern centre-half. So yeah, of course, come January last month, he'll be allowed to talk to other clubs when you've got 6 months left on your deal. That's the rule. You can start talking to potential suitors. I don't think you can sign. I think you can just discuss theoretical deals, and seemingly that's what David Alaba had done with Real Madrid, but it's not set in stone. It ain't concrete, my friends. Let's read on. Alaba, who has failed to agree a contract extension with Bayern after 12 years with the German champions, is one of the best defenders in the world. The Austrian's desire for a new challenge has alerted several of Europe's top clubs, and Madrid, who have doubts over Sergio Ramos' future, have been active in their pursuit of him. There has also been interest from Liverpool and Manchester United. There you go, man. 12 years. That's why you think he's older, because 12 years, bro, that's such a long time at one club. Like I said, he's won everything. Champions Leagues, multiple constant domestic trophies. He knows, all he knows is winning. He's in his prime, he's got that elite mentality. You can tell why Europe's greatest clubs are after him. Right, let's finish off this article. Although Chelsea's squad will contain 5 centre-backs if Fikayo Tomori returns from his loan with Milan in the summer, Tuchel feels the area needs strengthening. Chelsea have also been linked with RB Leipzig's Deo Upamecano and Bayern's Nicolas Süle, whose contract expires in 2022. You fancy Bayern Munich would not want to let Süle go, especially after losing Alaba. They'd probably look to try and extend this deal, maybe. But David Alaba on a free transfer, that is just like, you lick your lips at that prospect. Like I said, it's versatility, you know, especially a coach like Tuchel. He does like changing shapes and formations and will require, easy for me to say, players to have the ability to slot into other places on the pitch comfortably, which of course David Alaba can do perfectly. In his prime, absolute winner, free transfer. We could probably give him like a really high paying 4-year deal or something to get him into his early 30s, but not much more than that, because Chelsea don't like players in their 30s unless your name's Thiago Silva. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I still maintain this would be an excellent signing for Chelsea Football Club should they be able to get him. But you know, if not only does it seem like Madrid have offered him a deal that's agreeable, I think he wants to go to Real Madrid. But who knows? If Chelsea fly up the table the rest of this campaign, go into the summer playing excellent football, Thomas Tuchel's got good ideas, we're bringing in even more quality, maybe David Alaba would look at Chelsea and go, you know what, this is actually more attractive than Real Madrid right now in terms of project and what they're playing like, etc. Zidane was like nearly sacked recently when they went on their dip in form. So anyway, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this story down in the comment section below as we move on to the next part of this video and talk about Jadon Sancho. It's happening again. The links to Jadon Sancho, 1,000 thumbnails, well, 1 million thumbnails across all YouTube channels linking Jadon Sancho to their club respectively. Chelsea and Manchester United mainly, some Liverpool in there, probably Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants Jadon Sancho. His first 2 seasons at Dortmund were incredible. He's had a bit of a poor season this season. It took him a while to get going. A lot of speculation is that that's because his head wasn't in the right place after wanting a move. And let's have it right, the reports of the latter part of this narrative was he wanted to move to Man United because they really, really wanted him. Will that continue to be the case? I'm not so sure. I believe he did want to move to Chelsea prior because, like I said, he's a Chelsea boy, he's a Chelsea fan, he's a London boy, and there's a feel-good feeling around Chelsea Football Club. Granted, Lampard's gone. I think he quite liked Frank Lampard growing up, but you know, there was problems towards the end. Maybe he looks at Thomas Tuchel, the project, and thinks, you know what, this is like a Galactico, half academy, half European Galactico Chelsea with new tactical ideas that come soaring up the table. Yes, I want to reiterate before I say this, Thomas Tuchel will change formations at Chelsea. He won't just play the 3-4-2-1. But for example, you think Jadon Sancho would probably suit this formation really, really well in either of the inside forwards behind the striker, or maybe even right wing back, just like Callum Hudson-Odoi has been playing so well for Chelsea Football Club. Interestingly, he's probably been playing that role better under Tuchel than an actual winger or one of the inside 10s, which is interesting. The truth is, man, Dortmund are going to probably sell him in the summer. I think they expect him to go. I think they're going to try and squeeze as much money as they can. I don't think they'll want that same saga again, but at the same time, there's serious talks that Erling Haaland might go next summer. Of course, they're allowed to hold out another year until his buyout clause becomes active, but his buyout clause is only 66 million, and they will fancy Erling Haaland for 100 million at least next summer. So what do? Do they sell both Haaland and Jadon Sancho, the 2 best players at the club? I mean, Dortmund have always done that because they're a money-making, talent-developing machine. So maybe they just take the hit and, you know, take the L. Well, I say take the L, they'll probably make like, you know, 200 million off them both if they sell them both in the summer. I don't know, man, because Chelsea want Haaland, City want Haaland, although I'm absolutely terrified if Man City get Haaland because he's like Aguero 2.0, isn't he? And he's like 13 years younger than Aguero. If Pep Guardiola gets Erling Haaland, that's it for the Premier League. Done. Done, mate. The amount of chances that City team create, I don't know, man. Anyways, I really like Chelsea to buy Erling Haaland. He's been heavily linked. The Athletic have continually reported that Chelsea will go really hard in Erling Haaland in the summer. But now there's reports about Jadon Sancho. I don't know what to think anymore, my friends, so I'm really keen to reach out to you, my beautiful viewers, and get your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on these Dortmund players. Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland, how do you feel about each of them, either of them, both of them? Get down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts about that. If you've enjoyed the content today, please do drop a like. It really means a lot to me. Consider subscribing if you're new. Daily content, of course. Hit that all-important bell as I bow out of here, my friends. Enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life, seen trouble, hustle on the double, silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.